Okay, so I'm back, and I think I figured out the recording issues, but we will find out together. Alright, so I know I was supposed to do stuff off camera, but I didn't quite have time. So we will try and do this. Yeah, I've been working some more off camera on doing the modding stuff. I'm trying to figure out a good way of dealing with like changing the way that vanilla chests work. There are some strategies that I can employ. I'm just kind of deciding which one is the best one. I don't really want to do a core mod if I don't have to, where we fundamentally like change everything about the way that the vanilla stuff works, and it has to have like all these special rules, and it's just not a good idea to have if we don't need to. So we're going to try and not do that. I do have another idea, I just need to figure out the details for it. Okay, let's see, where are we at? Let me just look at this for a second. Okay, so I know what we're going to do first. First, we're going to make ourselves a fishing pole. We're going to eat. And we're going to fish for a second. It's kind of boring, but we just have to do it once. Just throw it up. This is the easiest way to fish in such a small area. So we see a little splashes going around. Yeah. Heart's probably gonna be better. I mean, the ore berry is nice and all, but we're gonna be able to do other things to get ore, so we won't be worried about that. I will. These raw? They are raw. I don't know why those don't count. Normally they do. And I've decided I'm not gonna worry as much about using a crook on every single leaf as soon as I finish off the last two crooks that I have, just because it's kind of time consuming, and I'm slowly going to be getting to the point where getting dirt isn't as much of a priority as other things. So while I still will collect saplings and produce dirt, I'm not going to be having that as my primary focus. So that'll be nice, and it'll be a lot faster to chop down trees. Alright, so those are going. Let's grab this. We're going to need a lot of charcoal. Grab some more stone. And really there's another way we could do this. We could do this where we just use the hammer straight on this, because the next thing we're going to do is just go for gravel. But the reason I'm mining it and then I'm going to be placing it and using the hammer is because I want to level up my pick to hopefully get some repair on it. Oh, I got haste, but not quite what I wanted. We're getting closer to a mining level though, but unfortunately we are still stuck on having to repair with flint. Okay, let's see. Just gonna get rid of this guy, and then we're gonna try and hammer some of this, and hopefully we'll get, because we're on our last piece of flint, so we're gonna see if we can get more flint, and then once we have like a few more pieces of flint to act as repair, we are going to work on trying to get some dust. And the reason we want it dust is because it'll give us access to redstone, which is the next thing we're really going to need. Once we have redstone, we have access to a lot of machines, a lot of tools, power generation, and so on. So getting redstone is going to be really, really important. After redstone, I think it's probably, well, we're going to need a lot of redstone, so it's hard to say. But the next most important thing after getting access to a good chunk of redstone is to worry about getting, what am I thinking? We want to go back probably to sieving gravel, and the reason for that is because you can get more ore from gravel than you can from the other ones, the other options, and I can show you what that looks like. Just a second, I'm going to make a new hammer, because the other one kind of sucks. Actually, we're going to put this here. So I'm going to hammer all of this stone, and then I will come back and we can sieve some of it up. Alright, I will be back. Alright, so I have all of that stuff done. Move this guy. That does give me an idea. So I'm just going to go and crank through this stuff for a while. I took care of some more trees, made some more dirt. I'm hoping that we can get a wheat farm going soon, because wheat will be a much better source of food than what we've been currently using, and it's a lot easier to mass produce, and it'll make it easier for us to produce dirt more consistently. The other option though I think that we're going to do first is produce an automatic tree farm, just so that it can be running all the time and I won't have to worry as much about it. But first I'll have to actually set that up. We're going to need 8 pieces of dirt, at least 1 sapling, and a bunch of charcoal, as well as another axe. So we'll see how easy that is to procure. But I'm going to finish sieving this stuff and make sure I have all that stuff, and then I will come back and we can set up that tree farm. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, so just about ready. I'm just making a new tool. So because we're going to want to be doing some farming anyway, I figured that the next axe that we want to use is probably a mattock, because it counts as both a this is, by the way, all the stuff that we got from the gravel, but it counts as a shovel and an axe and a hoe all in one tool. So I figured that would be pretty useful. Just grabbing the rest of this stuff up. But there's a giant tree that I cut down. We're gonna, yeah, you can see some of it left over. Hopefully there's no wood in there. Yeah, okay. We're gonna start continuing to use the cobblestone for our building rather than the lumber, just because. Oh look, we got a mining level. What a surprise. I didn't plan that at all. Although that could be an issue. No, it's still flint. Okay. I got worried we were going to have to use a different material for repair, but it's still just flint. But that's good, because now we can mine better materials, but we didn't have to pay anything extra for it. Alright, I think we're pretty much ready to go. Yeah, so we just need to grab our dirt, and then we can build out our area. I think there is something up there. 1 second, I'm gonna look. Yeah, knew it. But hopefully we can get this to be a useful tool. We didn't quite reach auto repair on our axe, but we'll see. Maybe we can do that yet. Alright, we're just gonna put it, our new farm, probably right here. Sure, why not? We'll build it out a good amount, because It's going to have some of the same issues of things falling into the void otherwise that we have with our current farms, and we don't really want that. So we'll just make it a nice little safe area for it. We might need more cobblestone yet. We'll see. Yeah, we most certainly will. I'll fix it up more later. I just want to get this going. Sure. So we'll put it right up there. I know I can put it in the ground, but nah. I don't like having to worry about falling into the void. So we just gotta pop in one of these. It'll fill itself up with more, with the wood to fuel itself, so we don't need to worry about keeping it full of charcoal or anything. It'll handle that on its own. We just need to use flint from time to time to repair the axe. Oh, this is so much slower. Hopefully it'll level up soon. Preferably with auto repair. But still, that is a good amount more done. So we'll have that. I feel like there was an upgrade we had, wasn't there? Yeah, this. We can put this guy in there. Oh, we do not want to burn that. We need more fuel. Sure, I didn't realize it was actively doing that. But that gets it a little bit further. Once it collects more saplings, or we can just, well, once it collects more sapling, it'll put more out. So that'll be fine. Hopefully it'll have enough wood to really get it started, for fuel anyway. And then it can become self-sufficient. Get some more stone here. See if this is enough for now, at least. I want to widen that area out some more just because there are times where some saplings will fall from it even though it tries to auto break everything, and we don't want to lose anything we don't have to, because we want to not have to do anywhere near as much work and still get all the benefits. To widen this area out more later. Good enough for now. So yeah, I think we'll try and do one more thing yet before I finish the episode up. It's going pretty quick, I know, and I spent a lot of time cutting, but it's really not very interesting stuff that you're missing out on, so I don't feel too bad. But yeah, I will cut here for a second, take a look at what we have next, clear out some of these trees, and then I will come back once I have everything figured out. Alright, be right back. Alright, so we're going to do a couple things yet quick. First, we're going to place some cobblestone there, and make some barrels, and I think I don't have one. We're going to want didn't think that part through. Well, first we're going to place these here, and this will be part of a waiting game we're going to have where we have to fill those with water, and eventually the water will turn that cobblestone into mossy cobblestone, which is something we're going to need for one of the quests, although it just takes a long time, and odds are we'll get to an achievement that'll give it to us before those actually turn, but just in case. The other thing we can do is we're going to grab our broken iron ore, and if you take your broken iron ore, you can turn it into iron ore gravel, which you can place on the ground, and you can hammer it, and it becomes crushed iron ore, You take the crushed iron ore, turn it into iron ore sand, which also this is part of a quest. And you can turn that into powdered iron ore. So you notice we gained 3 extra powdered iron ore from all that. And you can eventually get a pretty good surplus on that. So it's definitely worthwhile to do gravel. But that takes a little bit more time. Put that in there. Grab that, grab all of these. That should have given us another thing done. Yeah, with more iron ore dust. So we'll put that in here too. So we want all the iron ore we can get. Once this gives us 3, we'll make us another bucket. We could make another, probably should actually. 1, 2, 3. Because I think we need porcelain clay. Well, at some point we'll have to make another clay bucket so we can do that quest, but I'm not terribly concerned about it at this point. Yay! I'll deal with that nonsense. But yeah, so now we'll just pop these in here and eventually magic will happen and we will end up with mossy cobblestone, which we can apply to our tools instead of waiting for them to level up. That is an option we have, given that they have enough slots, but we need to obviously get that mossy cobblestone first. So I think we'll leave it there for now. I'm going to see if I can get us more cobblestone ready. Hopefully have time to make some gravel and other nonsense, as well as get more and more dirt, because we really want a wheat farm, so we're going to be good on food. But that'll be that for now. So I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.